Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another live stream, your news forecast. I'm your host, Andrew Leach. I have my guest today is...
Alondra.
Hi, Alondra. Nice to see you this morning. Just want to jump right in. We're going to jump right into some news topics of what we got going on. If I can get to today's global. All right, so let's jump into Hurricane Melissa devastation. The aftermath of Hurricane Melissa is a major story. Let's see, Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba. You got anything more on that, dear?
For Melissa,
Let's
described
get
as
some
one
more
of
on that.
the worst storms to hit the Caribbean in nearly a century.
Yep.
Has caused significant death and destruction across Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba.
Yep.
Emergency aid organizations are working to assist those affected.
Okay. And I don't think I gotta do a little more looking into some speakers, microphones, but learning is key. All right. So yeah, the death toll. Did you say that?
No.
The death toll. At least 34 people have been confirmed dead across the Caribbean, with the major at least 25 in Haiti. Jamaica has reported at least 8 deaths, and one has been confirmed in the Dominican Republic. So I'm thinking Haiti probably doesn't have too many. I guess I don't know. Did it hit Haiti first or Jamaica first?
It could have been Jamaica.
Because after it left Jamaica, I think it was down to a level 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Could have been Jamaica first, then Haiti, and went up to Cuba.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the map. Jamaica damage. The storm, which hit as a powerful Category 5, has described by Jamaican officials as one of the worst experiences the country has ever endured. The Prime Minister has declared the country a disaster area with widespread destruction, power outages for hundreds of thousands, and estimated damage possibly exceeding the country's annual GDP. Not good. That's bad stuff.
Yep, starting south of Jamaica, then turning northeast across Cuba.
Okay.
And the Bahamas, and finally accelerating toward Bermuda and potentially Newfoundland, Canada.
Okay. Haiti impact. In Haiti, the storm unleashed catastrophic flooding, particularly in the southern coastal town of, I'm going to screw this up, but PTD how do you say that, babe? The coastal town of
Petite Galva,
whatever, where many of the deaths occurred. Okay, officials expected the death toll to continue to rise. No good. Yeah, you got anything else on that hurricane there, love?
It got to be Category 5.
Mm-hmm.
With winds over 185 miles.
Now, from being from Puerto Rico, you know quite a bit about hurricanes. And
yeah, I went through 2. One of them I was literally just born, and the other
2 big ones, right? Because there's hurricanes that go through Puerto Rico every season.
My mom said that she was carrying me, and she was in a fridge while there was a flood.
Okay.
But the fridge was all open and shit. And she was carrying me in it.
That's crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's some experience.
Like, we were like, I got short on, like, ice. There was no gas.
Okay.
Ice was limited. Since the town was small, they knew everybody.
Okay.
So everybody was trying to, like, example, you go in first and grab like 3 bags of ice, and I will go in like later after you and go grab a certain more.
Oh, because they'd only let so much ice be.
Yeah, yeah, in the
Okay.
freezer per se. So obviously, people
This
would
was
take
power
advantage of that.
outage,
Yeah,
right? So they needed
yeah.
ice to
We
keep the
needed
food.
ice. I had Amanda. Amanda was a year old,
Okay.
and Jonah was a few months.
Okay.
For formula, we had to go uh, an hour or so for um, supermarket. Supermarket was going on a shortage
Okay.
to keep Amanda's milk. She had to go on carton milk for several days.
Okay.
Um, for food, I tried MREs
Okay.
from the military.
Yep.
They were giving out boxes because we didn't have energy, we didn't have gas, we didn't have nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Water to heat up water was bitch.
Okay.
uh,
So what do you mean? You had to start
Take
a
a shower.
fire? Right,
No,
right. But
take
how'd you
showers.
heat up the water? If you didn't.
Gas stoves.
Okay.
We
So
had
the gas was
stoves.
still going. The
Yeah,
gas lines
but we
didn't
had
get.
limited, so we had
Okay.
to ration it. You know,
Okay.
it was 8 months before we had power.
That's crazy.
I know. My mom had it in 6, so she was a little lucky.
But still, going without power for 6 months. What do
We
you
had a
do? How do you
converter.
do?
We had a
Oh,
converter
like a.
that you would plug, from the car to the house.
Oh, so
And you
you'd
had
run
to
your
turn on.
vehicle?
Yeah, you had to turn on the car and let it run for a few hours. We have to go and get gas. So
Okay.
that car will be the one designated.
So what about generators? Do a lot of people have
Oh
generators
yeah,
there to just
you would
gas
hear it at
generators?
night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would hear them at night.
Okay.
Not all night, obviously, but
Right. But you'd have some gas generators. I guess you really didn't have to worry about heating your house or cooling it, really.
not really. You just have to open the windows at night, and that'll be enough.
Okay.
Um, I have a ghost story.
A ghost story?
Yeah.
About that.
When hurricane was.
Okay, let's hear
like
the
after.
ghost hurricane story quick.
Well, Amanda was in her crib.
Okay.
It was a full moon night.
Okay.
And it was about maybe 4 or 5 in the morning.
Okay.
And Amanda started whining.
Okay.
I had a flashlight aside of the bed. But when I opened my eyes, I see Amanda all the way like she was with her eyes closed.
Okay.
All the way over to the other side of her crib.
Yeah.
And trying to push more, but she had her eyes closed.
Okay.
And when I see over to the door, I mean, I wasn't really looking over the door, but on my way to look to the door, I see this little figure.
Okay.
Covered in, like a ghost per se. Covered.
What do you mean covered?
In a white thing. It was covered in a white thing, but it was small.
Like a ghost that was wearing a sheet with holes in it?
Look at this. The bed was like this big.
Okay.
It was on my eye level.
Oh, so when you looked over, so it was only like 3 foot tall ghost.
Yeah.
Wearing a sheet.
And
it sure wasn't one of your kids.
No. Donna was in her crib. I looked at it.
Okay.
But Amanda was like crying, eyes shut, trying to get away from it, but
Weird.
She couldn't.
Okay.
And I saw that little thing walking towards her, and first reaction was to, turn on the light.
Okay.
And by the time that I turned on the light and looked up, it was gone.
Okay.
Amanda stopped crying, went back to bed. I couldn't go back to bed.
What about Donald Trump and China? Let's switch gears from our ghostly story. No, that's fine. That's fine. True. That's interesting. It's fun to learn about how people that's been through it. What they did, what they had to do to get through it. So
MREs were good.
That's maybe you should join the military.
My brother got it.
So let's switch gears to Donald Trump was in China and Japan. And I think he's been all over trying to be the greatest president he can. So President Trump announced a cut in the average tariff rate on China goods from 57 to 47. This was done by having the rate of the specific tariffs previously imposed on China related to fentanyl and chemicals, cutting them to 20 to 10, from 20% to 10. Fentanyl corporations, in exchange for the tariff reduction, President Ping uh, agreed to work very hard to crack down on the flow of uh, precursor chemicals used to make the synthetic opium opioid fatalities. So what? Now they're saying opium is okay, but it's the uh, other chemicals? Okay, I don't know. We'll have to look into that a little more. Fentanyl corporations, in exchange for the tariff reduction, President Xi Jinping agreed to work very hard to crack down on the fentanyl. Rare earth supply. China agreed to a critical, extendable 1 year pause on its newly announced restrictions on rare earth element exports. This is a major win for the U.S. and global supply chain, as these minerals are essential for advancing technology and different equipment. I kind of wonder how, I suppose maybe we don't got enough room. I think we got a lot of shit that's not tapped into. We're trying to buy and use everybody else's stuff before we really tap into all of our stuff, oil and minerals and all that. Or maybe we just don't have any. I haven't done enough research to know. Agriculture trade with China. China committed to immediately resuming significant purchases of U.S. soybeans and other American agriculture and energy products. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Um, maybe them cold storage facilities will pick back up. I'm gonna leave that at that. Do you got any info on that I didn't touch base on?
Not really.
Okay.
It's just the same thing.
Okay. You got some other topic you want to jump into, or anything like that, love?
There was a Mumbai hostage crisis. I don't have much on that. I just
Okay.
have a little bit of a
What about a
man-
hostage situation? What about it?
a man in Mumbai took 17 children hostage.
Ooh. Okay. That's
Then he was shot by police, dead,
okay.
and all the children were rescued. Don't know why the motives or anything. It just says that. And then there's some violence going on in Sudan and Brazil.
Okay.
There's some reports of a massacre in the Sudanese city of El Fasher, with rights groups alleging mass atrocities by paramilitary forces.
Yeah, so that's what I heard too.
Separately, a major police raid in a
A major
Janeiro
police raid.
favela resulted in over 130
That's what I was talking about. So there was that was Brazil?
Yep, Rio de Janeiro.
So in Rio de Janeiro raid, what happened? Okay, so on Tuesday, October 28th, a massive police operation involving 2,500 police and soldiers targeted a Red Command drug trafficking gang in the Fearless. I'm going to screw this up too, probably.
Complexo de Alemão en Peña.
What she said. The death toll has continued to rise and currently stands at least 121 people, including 4 police officers, making it the deadliest police operation in Rio history. Obviously, the operation has drawn widespread condemnation and protests from residents and human rights groups who are demanding the investigation into accusations of excessive force uh, and summary inclusion. I'm gonna assume this was a fucking shootout to all beat hell or something to have that many dead, plus four cops dead. Um, Results: authorities reported arresting 113 suspects and seizing over a ton of drugs and 118 weapons. So yeah, I don't think this is such a humanity effort as in a really big organized crime
Mhm.
in Rio that, they wanted to take over. Who
Mhm.
knows? We might have something to do with this raid, with the crackdown in drugs and fentanyl coming over.
Mhm.
If this group particularly, what group was it? Um,
Complexo de Animal and Peña,
um,
which is like a complex.
no, the Red Command. The Red
Oh, the
Command
Red Command. Okay.
targeted the Red Command. So whatever that is, maybe I'll do some more looking up on Red Command and what that is, and bring that to you guys a little bit later on. But just guessing, and after hearing the facts and looking into it the little bit I have, it feels like a really big complex or something like that. A really big apartment building that these red commands like run and own and cartel or whatever they're called over there. um, they went in to go bust them, and everybody's shooting back, so the cops got to shoot. I mean, if four cops died, yes, 100, uh, at least 121 people, four of them only being cops, that's going to be pretty aggressive
So
for
yeah,
that to happen. How do you get into places like that without having a lot of casualties? You really don't.
and it's a favela.
What is
So
that?
favela, it's like a house stack on house.
Okay.
Have you seen the favelas of Rio de Janeiro?
Let's look at them.
It's really pretty. We have something like that in Puerto Rico too, like a favela.
Pravelas, where
Favela.
it's like an apartment, ain't it? Kind of. No, it's like a town with a bunch of houses stacked close to each other. I guess I'm not 100% sure what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like a big town.
but every house is just stacked up to each other,
Yeah, they're
all
really
together. Yeah,
close.
all together.
See if I can show that a little bit.
Let me see
Uh,
if I can show you some from Puerto Rico. A little bit. No, there you go.
there we go. There we go. So that's a Google image of,
Favelas.
yeah, where these police officers and army had to get into. That is so dangerous for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's crazy that 121 people plus died. But you got a ton of drugs out of there. That's
This
a
is
lot of
in
drugs and a lot of arrests. Arresting 113, 118 weapons.
this is in San Juan.
This is San Juan
Yeah,
Favelas.
yeah, favelas.
So yeah, a little. It's just a really close um, neighborhood, really.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You can't fuck there.
yeah. So it's just a really close neighborhood where the warfare of that. I mean, you could be going around a corner and get shot from up there. I mean, I can understand. Hey, could have we planned it a little better? Could have we done it a different way? Could have we just dropped some sleeping agent on all them guys? Right? Just fucking drop 5 bombs on the Pravilla that are just sleeping gas, knocks everybody out. Go in there and arrest the bad guys, take the drugs and guns, and they wake up in prison.
That's a way to do it without
I'm
violence.
sure there would be multiple people saying that is not right. You can't do that. No matter what you do in the world, there's going to be a group of people saying that's wrong.
Mhm.
That's bad.
Mhm.
The group of people don't have the answers of how to fix that, but they feel very strongly that that's wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
should we move into the Louvre heist?
The Louvre.
The the Louvre.
Louvre.
What?
Louvre.
Louvre. That's not what it says on my phone. That's what that says. You got the Spanish version. Louvre.
Where is it?
Right there.
Yeah, Louvre. Louvre.
Okay, that's not. Okay.
It's
Louvre.
French. It's
Oh yeah, I
not
forgot.
Spanish.
Put the Spanish French version. Spanish
Louvre.
French. It's all the same.
No.
Paris police conduct raids on Thursday, arresting 5 more people in connection with the theft of treasures from the Louvre. You say it. You're better French.
Louvre's.
Keep going.
Louvre's Gallery Napoleon.
Say it more Frenchy.
Louvre Gallery Napoleon.
Oh, Spanish, Puerto Rican.
Napoleone. I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay. The current status authorities now have 7 suspects in custody.
7 out of 5.
Related to the theft, which occurred on October 1st. One of the newly arrested suspects have been linked to the scene by DNA evidence. So at least they got somebody who was actually there. Um, so that's cool. They're getting farther on that. Well, we got any other news in the world going on today? Just any other news, or if you guys have some questions or some news topics, I will dig into them and let everybody know about them.
Gaza has a ceasefire.
Gaza's been in a ceasefire for a while, hasn't it?
A U.S. brokered ceasefire in Gaza has been tested by renewed Israeli strikes, with reports of deaths and despair among residents. Israel states it has renewed enforcement of the ceasefire.
Okay.
Oh, and the government shutdown has been going on for 30 days. That's it.
So something like India's sanction waiver. India received a 6-month waiver for U.S. sanctions on Iran's Chambera port. Am I saying that right, love? Chambera? Chambera.
Chambar.
Chambar? Yeah, there's no but yeah. So that's something. Something about the port. Federal Reserve's rate cut. The Federal Reserve announces its second interest rate cut of the year. What do we want to hear about? You got anything that catches your eyes in the news there, dear?
I don't have much left other than that.
Okay, go with that.
With what?
Oh, other than what? Other than what we just talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you meant what I just said.
No.
Well, let's dig into the SNAP funding impact a little bit more. I know that's really big. There's a lot of people out there, how to solve for it, how to do this, why it's happening. Now, WIC is going to be affected, maybe. So, I mean, that's a big thing. I'm not for just giving out free shit. If you need it, obviously, if you can prove you need it, if you're working, if you can't work because you're pregnant and you need healthy food for the baby, and then you have the baby and you need to get your nutrients and everything back up because then babies suck everything out of you. I can understand that. But I just feel like, yes, the WIC program, whatever, but I just feel like there should be something more for people to deal with than just, hey,
I've seen so many videos about it, and all the women that are like, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but they're kind of heavy set,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
and they have
all the videos that
hundreds
I've
of
seen
dollars
about
and five
women
kids,
and people
6 kids.
complaining about it, they are all a little overweight, and they're complaining about soda pop and chips. You can't get me no
Candy.
chips. I can't go get my candy.
Like,
If you
it's
want your
so
candy
sad.
and chips and soda, go get a job.
No, they're talking about rioting and all that shit.
Well,
It's
that's what
not.
people
It's
go
not
to.
work.
Like, it's so hard. Like, I couldn't even imagine trying to be. I mean, I think it would be fun, but I couldn't even imagine trying to be president or somebody in that makes the decision of what. Okay, now we have all these people who feel like they're entitled to their SNAP benefits and WIC, which maybe they are. Maybe I'm not saying everybody doesn't need it, but I'm saying there's a lot of people out there that can just go get a fucking job.
Yeah.
Um, it might take you moving out of the area you're in. It might take some problem solving on your part and not expecting the government just to give you money. Um, and on the other hand, there are people that need it. There are people that are, chronically sick, um, can't work because of a spine injury. I mean, there's other payments along with that, but there are people that need it. Um, and I really think them government benefits should come with more than just food. Um,
Like, you have to work a certain amount of hours.
No, like you need to get some mental help. Like you need to go to classes that clarify what you need to be doing, that clarify, you know, um, your thought patterns, maybe that get you to figure out, hey, maybe thinking this specific way that isn't working. Let's try to think a different way that can work for you. So I think with this being done, I think they should reformat the whole SNAP program. WIC's a little different because the only way you get WIC is if you're pregnant or you have a kid under 5. Now, do I think maybe a little bit of that kid under 5? There's circumstances. Everything's circumstantial. But I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to tighten up and give people. Don't give them the fish. Teach them how to fish. That kind of saying.
Give him the rod.
Yeah, teach the man to fish. Don't just give him a fish. You can keep giving him a fish every day. He's going to be relying on you. He's relying on you.
That's what they would expect.
You give him. Don't even give him a pole. Teach him how to create a pole. Teach him how to fish. He don't need you anymore. Don't even need the government anymore. And that's probably a little bit of the government really doesn't want to do either, because the government wants you to need them. Because if none of us truly needed the government, that is truly what America should be. A very small government that isn't helping everybody, that's teaching people how to survive on their own. My opinions.
Oh.
You got anything else, love?
Oh dear. I run out of news for today.
Okay, well, let's hit the local news. Is there anything in the local news that is interesting for today?
For worldly news.
Headset died. See. Well, that is headset dying because I didn't charge it good enough. So just quick on SNAP, which is expected to affect millions of Americans, including over 440,000 people in Minnesota. Let's see if I can get. You got any local news? Local news? There we go. You're gonna talk to me, aren't you? So a little bit of local news. I know the um, what is that? We're still trying to get donations for the Opera House. I think they're still trying to raise about $3 million for the Opera House. Trying to get the roof fixed. It's an old building, historical. Um, that is a big thing. Food shelves brace for SNAP stoppage. Local area food shelves are preparing for a
Mhm.
significant increase in demand as the federal government shutdown has officially caused the non-issued the non-issue of SNAP. Ooh, it has officially started. Benefits for November. This follows the announcement that Governor Tim Walz is releasing $4 million to support Minnesota food banks, which isn't a lot, especially when you're talking about 440,000 people in Minnesota. You divide that by a million, that's not much money. City Council, Fairmont City Council determines transition plan for several key uh, vaccine vacant or soon to be vacant city properties, including city administrator, community department direct, and chief of police. Maybe I should go apply to be the chief. Old Public Works building. The city council also discussed the future using the condition of the Old Public Works building on East Margaret Street, which currently houses the Park and Streets Department. Halloween spirit, guys. Tomorrow is Halloween. With
Mhm.
Halloween tomorrow, 1 year on the 400, 1 yard on the 400 block of Albion Avenue is noted for its impressive display featuring approximately 30 decorative skeletons.
We live literally a block
That's
away
cool
from
that
it.
he made it on there. Yeah, that guy's actually a block away from us, and
And
his
last night
yard
he was still
is,
working on it.
yeah, his yard is amazing.
It
So
gets you
if
to
you're
stop
seeing
and
this,
look at it.
head out to him, get some candy. Hopefully, he doesn't run out.
Hopefully.
If he is, go check out his stuff. Read some of his tombstones. It's pretty
Tombstones, yeah.
cool.
Really cool. Really cool.
Let's see. Local events, sporting events for the 30th High School girls varsity volleyball subsection finals are scheduled for tonight at 7:30. Away game at Worthington High School. Okay, let's move on to leaf pickup. The city of Fairmont's curbside leaf pickup is in progress, with section 1 scheduled to be completed by tomorrow. Anything else?
The Warriors seek revenge in playoffs.
Forecast? The Warriors seek revenge in
The North
playoffs.
Union football team, nicknamed the Warriors, is
Okay.
preparing for a playoff matchup on Friday, looking to avenge an earlier season loss to their opponents. Okay. The DNR proposes yellow bass limit increase.
Yes, so that's been going on. I've stated that a couple times in this feed.
Yellow bass.
So it's just a bass fish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that are getting overpopulated because I think we stocked the lakes with yellow bass and they bred like beasts.
Mhm.
So now they're going to up it. I'm not sure the facts on that. If my buddy Alden popped in here, he'd probably know more of the facts on that. He used to be catch all the carp and shit out of his lakes.
Minnesota Department of Natural Resources is proposing to raise the daily possession limit for yellow bass from 30 to 100 in the Fairmont chain of lakes and other local lakes. The
Okay.
species is not native to the southern Minnesota lakes, but makes up a significant portion of the fish population.
Okay. A few other things. Fairmont Police and Martin County Sheriffs. The most recent reports actually focus on various daily and overnight incident calls. Uh, Fairmont Police responded to a call including an animal complaint, bite, a suspicious circumstance, and a report of criminal damage to property. October 24th. October 23rd, Sheriff's Department investigates threats complaint in Ceylon. Renders assistance to an ambulance on 240th Street near Odin. A leadership vacancy. The Fairmont City Council continues discussion on the transition plan for several key positions, including chief of police and city administrator. Past accidents. A fatal pedestrian accident that occurred in late September is still noted in the archives. Sad to hear about that. Fairmont Fire Department emergency assistance. The Fairmont Police assisted the Fairmont Fire Department with a call on North State Street on October 23rd. Statewide focus. October has featured a push for wildfire prevention education across Minnesota, with the DNR urging residents to be fire aware during fall activities and to use alternatives to burning large debris piles. Cool.
All right.
What about the weather? We got anything on the weather for the next 5 days?
No, I was gonna say it's cloudy.
It is cloudy today.
A little
I think it's
windy.
supposed to be cloudy for a little while. I think snow might be in our forecast. Currently here, short-term weather forecast. The next few days will be cool, with a chance of light rain or sprinkles on Friday. Followed by a slight warming trend into early next week. So today we're looking at highs in 46. Tomorrow, highs in the 43. Saturday, 44. And then Sunday starts that warming trend at 52. So I want to say thanks for everybody for joining. This is all I'm going to wrap this news segment up with today. Hopefully you like the fun rendition way that I'm trying to let everybody see the news. Join me tomorrow. Thank you. I'm your host, Andrew. This is my guest,
Alondra.
and I'll definitely be back tomorrow. She might be working. Yes, we'll definitely see you tonight. Another maybe you know.